about our Father's business. Grind mode, filled with this Holy Spirit. That's a cheat code. Holiness the standard. We never fold. We about to make a scene. Episode about our Father's business.
Yo, we is back. Episode 85. Ocho, Cinco, Rob is Maddo. Because that jump was not blurred. For 20 minutes, we sitting up here in the background, chilling, kicking it, and all of a sudden, then Blur came in like, gang, what up, though? That's what it said. What up, AT Describe, sir? Appreciate you sliding through, man. Good to see you, man. Hope you had a happy holidays and all that good stuff. You know what I mean? All that. Tonight, we have the great honor to have on Mr. Kelly Cole. You know what I'm saying? If you into book writing and all that good stuff, man, this is the show to watch. He can really help you with that. And y'all pray for Rob, man. It ain't gonna clear up with you being mad, brother. You can't anger away the blur. The Gaussian blur, as for our creators. But yeah, man, we back. Good evening, Miss Davis. Good evening, Miss Sharon. Good evening, Miss D. All that.
Hey, go solo, see.
Come on, brother.
Hey, look, man.
Good evening. Let's see. AT Describe say, just letting you know, Spectrum letting you know 2021 ain't over Rod's connection. Man, come on, dog. You know what I mean? Let me add Rod. Let me see here. All right, brother. So, brother, what's good, man? We got to keep it moving. Good evening, Miss Mac. How you doing? Nigel, what's up, brother? Brother Nigel, what's up, brother?
Nigel, what's going on? I heard you say, Mama, Sharon, what's going on? We're going to get through it. This is how the enemy work, brother. We just pray for this not to go down. Perfect segue into what the faith segment's all about tonight. All that good stuff. You already run it, bro? You already asked what's good?
No, I didn't, because you wasn't here, brother, so I can't do what's good all by myself. Got to have my partner in crime, you know what I mean? Not crime, but partner in rhyme, and on many songs. Plenty of songs. We got a project. Go out there and get it, you know what I mean? That Remnant Music, it's still available on all your places, you know what I'm saying, Miss Winder? You good, Rob? Yeah, y'all asked about the brother, man. Rob, look at the AT Describe. They're coming in for you. Stay positive, bro. We need you. We need you, Rob, on the last one of the year. You know what I mean?
I'm here, y'all. I'm here, man. The joy of the Lord is my strength.
All right. That's right. Because I'm telling you, brother, with these symptoms, I ain't doing this show by myself, dog. I'm telling you right now, it ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen, bro. All right, man. So, Rob, I got a question for you, brother.
Yeah, bro.
What's good?
Miss Mac, do I need to take off my earrings? Yes, but
it's not
the whoop spectrum. The whole neighborhood that Rob stay in. I ain't gonna say the street name, but on the north side of St. Louis, they be hogging up all the algorithms.
Now hold on, brother. I don't stay on the north side.
Hey, just north, brother. don't. I was trying not to let nobody know where you stay, brother. Just James, what's up, brother?
No shade to my north side gangsters that be tuning in.
Me won't no problems. So Robert Dean, my brother from another mother, like my homie, Mr. Larry Rogers on the west side. Some say it's the best side. But I rock with St. Louis. Unless you're on the west side of St. Louis, tuck in your chain. Maybe, take your earrings off or whatever. You can take your earrings off for that, Miss Mac. You know what I mean? Rob, what's good? Glenn Murray, what's up, brother?
Glenn Murray, what's going on? What's good with me, man, is today, Dorothy, to answer your question, yes, they swabbed my nostrils 4 different times today for both COVID and the flu. So the good news is my outside of sitting, look, I got to kind of vent, brother.
Go ahead, brother. Soapbox.
I was in line. I was in line today, and they told me, come on up to urgent care. You're in the waiting line. Brother, I got the urgent care at 8:30. I did not get seen out of being on that parking lot until 11 o'clock today. 11 o'clock, brother. But praise be to God, I am negative on both my COVID and I'm negative on my flu test.
Mm-hmm.
But brother, I was in that bug. Man, I was trying not to fall asleep because you don't want to lose your place in line. Because right now with this variant, it take forever to get in to get the test.
DJG, what's up, brother?
Gee, what's good, man? Congratulations again on that new venture, brother. Congratulations.
Salute,
but yeah, that's
salute.
what's good for me, man. Both my tests, both the flu and COVID came back negative. What's good with you, see?
Man, what's good with me, man? We got a nice little delivery this morning. I ain't gonna say the name, but my wife, you know, her workout game finna elevate a little bit. Bit. You know what I mean? So,
Right.
you know, that's cool, man. So we gonna start off this year right. And we gonna be looking Gucci over here, brother. Now, you know, I'm gonna look the same because I like my sweets. But wifey finna be fine. She already fine, but she finna be double up. See, Micah, I'm gonna eat my ice cream and I'm gonna eat my little sweets, man. It's just in my blood, brother. I'm just sorry.
I hear
like
you. I hear
sweets,
you,
brother.
I hear you.
My wife
Hey,
like
I appreciate
vegetables
all
and
that
vegetables
praises.
good.
Hey,
You know what I mean?
vegetables are good, man. You just gotta
Yeah.
add a little something to it. Appreciate it, G. Appreciate it, man. And I
know what you
appreciate y'all
add to it,
prayers.
brother? You know what you add to it?
Some sugar.
Butter.
Butter and sugar.
Just like rice. Hold on. I got a question, brother. So, Rob, you salt and pepper on rice or sugar and butter? What up,
Sugar
Van?
and butter. Sugar and butter, brother.
Hey, that's why we boys, brother. That's why
Sugar
we boys.
and butter.
Like-
don't bring no salt and pepper to me.
Yeah, what is you doing? You know what I mean?
What
is
up,
you
B?
doing?
Yeah, I can't do that, bro.
All right, we got our guests in the green room, man. We're going to go through this face segment and bring them in. Like, once again, if you are a book writer, entrepreneur, ready to get your book writing on, man, listen up for this interview we're going to have in a few minutes, about 7 minutes, from Mr. Kelly Cole, man. Y'all need to be ready for it. You know what I'm saying? He popped out, but he'll be back. What up, B+? You know what I mean?
B+, BT the Scribe, what's going on?
Let's see. Hey, a negative COVID flu test is always positive. My book, praise God.
Hey, no doubt.
Y'all
Yeah,
keep
I'm
going
good.
in and out. Is we? I didn't know that.
Go to YouTube. If we going in and out, go to YouTube. Might be your connection.
Yep, we going in and out.
Go to YouTube because Facebook do be tripping sometime.
It be tripping. All right, man. All right, so Rob, let's get to this face segment right quick before we bring our special guest on. Question for the day, Mr. Davis.
Yeah.
Question for the day, Mr. Davis. Why is it so hard to trust God? Rob, why is it so hard to trust God? Because it ain't easy. You know, we try to trust in Jesus, but it be hard sometimes.
It'd be hard. It'd be hard to call
sometimes
on that great name. But I'm going to tell you something. It ain't hard when the blessings flowing.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't hard when everything right.
Mm-hmm.
Wife acting right, husband acting right, kids got some sense, the job ain't tripping. It's all good. You quoting scriptures left and right, encouraging folks. Everything is all good. But then life happens.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then that's when it has to go back to what you said on our Bible study, bro, which is you got to choose joy. That's one. And two, you got to know the word so that when you go through, because when life happens, you forget about God. And that's just the bottom line. It's the human element, the human nature. That's why it's so hard. When things are right and it's blessings on blessings on blessings. Yeah, we good. We Gucci.
Yeah.
But the moment you go through a test or a trial, it is very important that you've been in your word. It's very important that you know the word so that you can start quoting scriptures like he's not a man that he should lie. Numbers 23:19. Or, you know what I'm saying? He'll never leave me and nor forsake me. Hebrews 13:5-6.
Like, you acting like it's the Bible study up in here. Boy, I see it.
The reason I'm saying this, man, because I see so much despair, depression, and sickness and all this happening, man. And people are finding it very, very hard to trust God right now. What you got to see?
Nah, I agree. It's very hard to trust God. Because number one, I'm going to make it very, very basic. You can't see him. You see his effects. You don't literally see him. Like, you can see your daddy. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
you can see your mama. You can see your wifey. You can see your kids. But then, you know, and you may be in a bind and you need God to show up, a bind that you created. And then all of a sudden you don't feel like he showed up and you blame it on him. And a lot of times it ain't you. I mean, a lot of times it ain't him, it's you.
Yeah, it's you,
know what I mean?
something you didn't do. Yep.
So, yes, it's very... Go ahead, bro.
I'm sorry. Or it goes back another scripture you put in the Bible study, shameless plug. Another what you said, what we read the scripture, don't count it strange when you go through various tests and trials for us to test your faith.
Yeah.
We gonna get tested, people.
You
know
is
what I'm
gonna
saying?
get tested,
We
fam.
gonna get tested. But let me tell y'all something. Me and C ain't we not immune, if you will, to not trusting God sometimes. Sometimes it can be hard, and we are not saying that we walk completely away, but there's that inkling of doubt, and then you have to choose what you're gonna do. And sometimes it's hard to choose that. And then you need encouragement. But see, he made mention Crystal had to, encourage him on some stuff. You know what I mean? Somebody may say, "Hey, bro, remember what the words say," and encourage me on some stuff. So you just somebody just have to remind you of the word. And if you're in the word and you get reminded of it, then that's when it clicks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I agree with what our sis Toy just said. Getting tested isn't really as bad as people make it seem. It's not.
it's
It's
not
not. It's not. Live.
on how you respond.
Yeah. Gotta trust God all the time. Listen, man, keep living. You're gonna be tested. It's called life. You know what I mean? But sometimes it's very hard to trust God, man. It is.
I like Nigel's.
Let's see what Nigel say. I really think people struggle with their identity.
With their identity.
Yes.
And that could play a huge role.
This happens a lot within this genre that we like. We love Christian hip hop, right? There's a lot of people struggling with their identity. They get paid to do Christian music, and they may not have been totally rooted and grounded in the fact that they even Christian. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden these trials and tests get to coming, and all of a sudden it's like, yo, I'm out. You know what I mean? And I'm not knocking nobody. I'm just saying, man, like,
gotta deconstruct.
Man, it's a lot of people doing that, and to each their own. For me, when I got it, fam. I'm straight. Yeah. But I understand how some people could be going through, man. Life is hard.
Life can get hard. AT the Scribe said something. I know we got to bring our guests in. I don't want to keep my brother waiting. He said something up top, and then he said something again because B Plus commented on it.
This here?
No, above it, right above Nigel. He said something.
Here you go.
Okay, it goes back to the garden. Man and woman didn't trust God. They assumed that because everything was good, that he wasn't good enough to obey. So if they didn't trust before sin, imagine afterwards.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. All right, man, look, we're going to cut this short, man. I don't want to keep holding our guest up. We're going to run this video, then we'll bring in Mr. Kelly Cole. You know what I mean? I need y'all to be ready for this.
Hey, folks, if we didn't get to your comments, we didn't ignore you, but we just don't want to be rude and keep our guests waiting.
Rude, man.
We definitely want to be gentlemen in this situation because he came on showing us love. So
yeah, so you know what we're going to do, brother? We're going to hold up and wait right quick.
Hey,
hold up. Hey.
So this is by our brother, Mr. Just James, featuring Zay Hill. Salute to Just James. He submitted to the same podcast.
Yeah.
If you're an artist, you can do the same.
Hold up.
This is for the ones broken, even those in the forgotten. God's arms are still open. His love reigns over everyone. So love God, love people. Love God, love people. Love God, love people. Love without conditions to the lost and the steeple. I swear I'm living for my God, them blessings rain on me. I swear I'm marching for the king, we do it heavily. And when they wanna see me low, them blessings start to fall. I gotta show them that I make it cause I got the call. Wanna see me fail, I never did. But every time I fall, he had to show me what's a win. Every loss was just a lesson that I learned to live within. When they try to see me down, I got the dub, I call a win. Yeah, pressure on my life, but I'ma do it. Yeah, they want me down, but I'ma march it with the music. And got he in the front, I swear that he living the truest. Leave these devils stuck, got these demons looking clueless. Cause every time they took a shot, I had to win. Blessings started raining, feel it pouring out my skin. Told my mama we gon' live this life into the end. That's what we did. This is for the ones broken, even those in the forgotten. God's arms are open. His love reigns over everyone. So love God, love people. Love God, love people. Love God, love people. Love without conditions to the lost and the steeple.
Through the path of uncertainty, blind faith be the eyes through humility. Through force, through trial, long mile ahead. We can make it in our lifetime, not a while. Connect, file, much more than I'll see you later. A real love care package, new and major, with no holes in the core. Lifesaver, fill the blank, ain't fair, insert favor. We can be much better and be more aware and humble beyond measure. Season try to break us apart, no airbender, but such a time as this to love, no surrender.
Heard that
Love
airbender.
God, love people more than a motto. Why we pimp it like a deal over beg and borrow. Flowers at funerals only for the sorrow, but I prefer to give them now like there's no tomorrow.
This is for the ones broken.
Yeah, it is, Susan. Right.
God's arms are still open. His love reigns over everyone. So love God, love people. Love God, love people. Love God, love people. Love without conditions to the lost and the steeple.
All right, that was Love God, Love People by our man Just James.
That's
Faithful
James.
watcher of us, man. And now we
Yeah,
have
yeah.
live interview with our homie, Mr. Kelly Cole. Oh, I put him in the wrong spot. Hold on 1 second. We got you, Mr. Cole. This is my bad. Here we go. Mr. Cole right here. What's up, brother?
What it do? What it do? Thank y'all for having me, man.
Man, we are
Yeah.
honored to have you on, man. A brother that is very, very well with these book stuff, man. I want you to tell these people about their book writing skills. But before we do that, man, you get one of these. Everybody that come on the Not the Same podcast get one of these. Yes, sir.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And there's a custom and there's a tradition because us brown people, we love our traditions. I always let Rob ask the first question. You know what I'm saying? Ain't gonna be no hate, man. It's gonna be all good because we love
All
you, man.
love, all
We
love.
love your son. He was great on here as well. So, hey, go ahead, Mr. Davis.
Well, first of all, once again, man, brother, thank you for coming through.
Yeah.
It's big salute and big respect. And as we ask these questions, then I get a little more into it. But one of the biggest challenges for business owners, parents, a boss, is time management, especially when you're holding multiple hats. And although you can have success, my question to you is, what would you tell someone in order to, how do you prioritize to remain successful? Because having success is easy, but remaining successful, how do you prioritize when you're holding all those hats yourself?
Yeah, so learning to grow and learning to delegate, and that's how you become a true boss. So each year I've grown and implemented different things and looked over the year and say, hey, what could I have done better? What went good? What went bad? What could I have done better? And more recently, I hired a full-time assistant.
Come on now.
So along with that, I keep several to-do lists. I have a digital calendar and a written calendar so I can actually see, what's going on. And planning, it takes a lot of planning and being strategic about planning, everything you do. So if it's not on my calendar, it's not real, including spending time with my family, including resting, including taking some time for myself, like you said, to read your word, to actually, meditate and be still. So I planned everything.
Yeah.
Hey.
All right. Before we go any further, man, we normally would do this first, and I just thought about it. Let the people know what you all about, man, because we just jump right on in.
Right into it, yeah,
Because we want to hear what you got to say. Because we already know, but we won't let the people know what you got going on and what you do, brother.
For sure. So yeah, my name is Mr. Kelly Cole. I always tell people I'm just a kid from the projects. I was born in the most notorious housing projects in the world. It's called Cabrini Green Housing Projects in Chicago. That's where they filmed Good Times, the movie Cooley High, the movie Hoop Dreams. That's where I was actually born and raised until about 10 or 12 years old, and we moved to the west side of Chicago. But just a kid from the projects, man, who found the Lord through Christian hip hop, and was born an entrepreneur. I currently own a publishing company called Publishing Advantage Group, which now we focus on athletes. I help former and professional athletes and college athletes and sports coaches become best-selling authors, even if they hate writing and don't know where to start. So that's what I do in my professional life. And then I also am the road manager to my son Aaron Cole, who's,
Mm-hmm.
you know, #1 Billboard artist, Dove Award winning artist. I took him from a 4-year-old local artist to sign, of course, to Go T Records and Toby Mac. So
Yeah,
that's me in
yeah,
a nutshell.
yeah,
Awesome.
yeah.
Awesome.
What's in y'all wallet? You know what I'm saying?
All right, my
Yeah.
first
Go ahead,
question.
Steve.
My first question to you, sir, is what got you into being an author?
Yeah, so man, that was all by accident. When
Mm,
ABC introduced the TV show Shark Tank,
yeah.
I fell in love with the show. So I started taking notes from the show and recording every episode. And one of my friends asked to borrow my notes, and they told me it would make a great book and that I should actually interview the sharks. And I was like, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
So what I did was I emailed all of the sharks on Shark Tank. Barbara Cochran was the only one to hit me back. We did an interview and hit it off so well. I said, Barbara, will you help me get an interview with Damon John? I
Mm-hmm.
said, he was #1 on the list. She was like, of course. She put me and Damon in a group text and said, Damon, give this guy an interview. He's a great guy.
Wow.
Damon immediately responded, set up the interview with him. I took those notes along with the interviews, and I turned it into my first book that became a #1 bestseller on Amazon. And
Yeah.
boom, it was gone from there.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man.
Hey, so like C said, we didn't even give you a chance to. We didn't give you your flowers, didn't introduce you, and you told the world about you. But when we first saw you, we caught you at the MTMV retreat via Zoom
Hmm.
when you
Mm-hmm.
was dropping some knowledge, and you talked about how easy it is to write a book. Can you encourage
Yeah.
those who have the desire to write, but like they've already written stories maybe, but they may be either intimidated by the process, don't know where to start, maybe grammar or punctuation may be a fear for them. Can you give them some words of advice or some encouragement on how to go forth on getting their book out there?
Yeah, I live by this quote. You don't have to get it right. You just got to get it going.
Mm.
So once you get it going, you can always improve upon it. It's not your job to worry about the punctuation, the grammar, none of that. You get with us, and we have amazing editors on our team, and we'll get all of that stuff correct. Your job is just to write it and just to start. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We can help you tighten it up and do all of that. But the reason it's overwhelming for people is because they look at it as this huge mountain that they have to climb. And
Yeah.
it's really not that way. I know simple ways to write a book in a weekend. If somebody wanted to start tomorrow, I
Yeah.
can tell them how to have their book done by Monday.
Man, that's crazy. That's
Go.
crazy. Whew.
Hey,
All
hey,
right.
y'all see this man so he's dropping this knowledge, and
Yeah,
we're gonna
yeah.
put his information up later. We're talking to Kelly Cole. If y'all
Sure.
need this information from him, we're gonna have his information up there. If y'all really truly about writing a book,
Yeah.
hey, you got to
Yeah.
invest in yourself, people. So don't let this pass y'all. Go ahead, see.
Hit him up on all social media. Miss Childress said, I need help. Hey, hit him up on social media,
I can,
brother. He responds.
now I'll give that away for free. If
Yeah, yeah.
if y'all want me to get that away for free, I can tell somebody how to finish their book this weekend.
Go ahead, brother. Go
Hey,
ahead.
it's your time, brother.
It's your time, man. This
Okay.
about you.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So yeah, the only part they have to invest in is to go to the next step. But yeah, if you wanted to write your book in a weekend, look at it as you're going to the grocery store. That's all I
Mm.
want you to do. So if you're a smart grocery store shopper, you make a list before you go, right?
Yeah.
Y'all right?
Yep.
Okay. So make a list of all the things you want to um, cover in your book. Just make a list. That's all I want you to do. Not in no particular order, none of that. Just make a list. That's all you need to do. Guess what that becomes? That becomes your outline. Now,
Mm-hmm.
let me ask you a question. When you go to the grocery store and you're getting the things on your list and you're putting them in the buggy, when you go home, you don't cook the things in the order that you put them in the buggy. Am I correct?
That is correct.
Right.
That is
All right,
correct.
that's what overwhelms people. They look at this list of things and they feel like they have to go in order of the outline, and you don't. You look at the list and you say, "Hey, what do I feel like writing about or
Mm-hmm.
talking about today?" And that's what you write about, and that's what you talk about for 30 minutes to an hour. Okay?
Mm.
If you did that, now you're starting to put the book together. But now I'm going to show you the shortcut. So you got your list. All you need to do, so Friday you make your list. Saturday we're going to the store, okay?
Yeah.
I want you to take a buddy with you to the store, and I want you to have your buddy ask you questions, 5 to 10 questions about each chapter, each topic of the chapter. Does that make sense? I'm gonna say it one more time. So have your buddy that's with you ask you questions about each chapter title, okay? And just record it. So you can record it on Zoom. You can record it on free conference call. You can, heck, you can get on Facebook Live and record it, okay? That's all I want you to do on day 2, all right? Here's where the magic happens. Day 3, Sunday, you're going to upload those files to a site called rev.com, just like Reverend, rev.com. They're going to transcribe it for about $1 per minute. So literally in 24 to 48 hours, they're going to send you a document with your complete book typed out of the audios. Then you come to me once you get that. I just showed you how to get your book done in 3 days.
Man, I hope y'all is listening. We looking to see some books. Y'all need to hit up Mr. Cole. You know what I mean? Because I've been thinking about it my own self.
As he sips a little bit, like, take that.
It's a question from my wife. She's in the audience, but she said, "Can you please speak about how to monetize a completed project?" That's a good question. Wife.
Yeah. Okay, what kind of book though? Now we talking spicy. I like this. What kind of book? You gotta give me what kind of book?
What kind of book? She'll say it in a minute.
All right. Well, I'll start here.
Okay.
I'll start here. So there are places. Let's talk about. Okay, my daughter's getting ready to go back for another semester of college, right? Or let's just talk about incoming freshmen. So there's X amount of incoming freshmen, no matter what college or university that there is, right? So they're going to book speakers, right, to come in and train these freshmen. So let's just say your wife had a book for young women talking about dating and preparing them for relationships in college. Because this is one thing I told my daughter. I said, hey, baby, I said, one thing about when you get to college, it's a law of averages. So you're going to get tried. Guys are coming.
This is facts.
It's a law of averages.
Yes,
they don't care how many no's they get. They're coming. And the first week it was on. She was like, Dad, you weren't lying. But anyway, just imagine if someone had a book to talk to young girls about preparing them for relationships. And you call the university and say, hey, I'll come speak for free. Just buy a copy of my book for all the incoming freshman females, and I'll come and talk to them. Okay? I just told you how to make a $5,000 speaking engagement for speaking for free. I can guarantee you there's over 333 girls incoming freshmen. I can almost guarantee that at any university, right? If you sell them your book for $15 and they buy 333 copies, that's a $5,000 speaking engagement that you just got for free. As I sip my tea. Okay.
Let's go.
All right. I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna break it down even more.
Okay.
Let's just say if it's 1,000 freshman females, and you sell them for $15, you give them a bulk discount of $15. You just made $15,000 speaking from your book. All right. I'll give you another one. How many elementary schools, kindergarten schools, kids with kindergarten? So somebody with a children's book, approach the school and say, hey, I would love to come and read my children's book to your students. Just buy a copy of the book for your students. You can quit your job just by applying that principle right there. That's an easy way to monetize it. Did I answer the question?
Yeah, I believe so.
I think
she,
okay.
She started writing today. She just screamed from upstairs. Yes.
But that's a simple way. Another way, I give it all away on this book. I like y'all. I want to help people too. Going into 2022, my goal is to help as many people as possible. Once you have a book, especially if it's a how-to book, or even if it's your story, if you're giving your testimony, you can create a course or a coaching program from your actual book. And all you're going to basically be doing is teaching the chapters of your book. That's easy to do.
Is y'all getting all this? Go ahead, Rob.
It's on me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I want to be the audience tonight. Okay.
Right.
You mentioned your daughter, and this is the one thing that I want to give you kudos because a lot of I'm a father. I got kids with a Z, but I will say this in that salute to you. And the reason I say this is because as a black man, you're there. You're giving them principles. Your son is one of the dopest artists in the game, whether it's rapping, singing, whatever it may be.
Absolutely.
I know you have your daughter she's coming up, you know what I mean? And then you have another daughter in college.
Yeah.
Blueprint, brother. Like I want to salute to you, but at the same time, we got a lot of men listening. Hey, give some father wisdom right now. You know what I'm saying? Like drop that knowledge.
So what was important to me as a father was to apply all of the things I didn't like about my dad, along with the things that I did like. Number one, here's the number one thing. This will change the world. This one principle. If men got back to just keeping their word, and I'm going to break it down. If you watch any movies where the child was disappointed about the father, it was always they were waiting on the father to come, and he never came.
Yep.
I never wanted my kids to say that. To this day, I've never in my life told my kids I would do something and not done it.
Yeah.
I'm either doing it or I'm dead. There's no excuses. None. I don't care if I tell you I'm taking you to the mall when I get home. I don't care if I'm dog tired. Guess what? We're going to the mall. I don't care if I told you I'm taking you to the corner store when I get home and my foot is broken. Guess what? We're going to the corner store. My son is 22. My daughter's 20, and I got a 15-year-old. They can all testify I've never broken my word. Let me break down the principle. It's a biblical principle. If you can't be faithful to small things, how can God trust you to be rule over much?
Absolutely.
If your children can't trust you to keep your word on the small things, what makes you think they're going to come to you when something bigger happens? You've already let them down. You've already broken your word. So that's the wisdom I want to give the men. Keep your word, even from the smallest things, and you'll build a bond with your child that's unbreakable, and they'll be able to trust you.
Amen.
Amen to that. I can attest to that also, brother. But I just wanted you to, because and my bad. See, the reason I say that is because, you know, you guys just got done with touring, correct? Like Aaron was on his tour this year, and I know you guys set that up. So for dad to be ahead of that, because I know how my boys look at me, for dad to be ahead of that, but at the same time, his princesses, they're music and in school, and you're still doing that. Like, salute to you, brother. And I just wanted folks to know this not for play or just about books. This goes back to my first question about your balance. You know what I mean? And staying successful. So, yeah, a lot of people saying it in the comments. Salute to you, brother. Go ahead, C.
It goes right along with the question I was about to ask. How hard is it to balance being a road manager for your son and being a dad? Because those are two different roles, but, you know, road manager is actually a job. But as well, you still his dad at the same time.
Yeah. Oh, so you talk about that aspect of it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The biggest thing is once he became an adult, learning how to parent an adult. And that's one of the principles that I took from what I didn't like about my dad. He didn't know how to be a parent to an adult. So because now Aaron is an adult, I have to treat him as such. Yes, I'm still his father, but he's a man now. So I transitioned from, hey, I'm your father, you have to do this. Now I'm the coach. I can give you the play. It's up to you to run the play. You don't have to do anything.
Right.
So, and then I have a gift to serve too. So it's no problem for me to serve my son and being his road manager. So we don't have any problem there.
Yeah.
The problem would come if I try to make him do something and he's a man. No, I got to treat him and respect him as a man and talk to him like a man.
Right.
And so that's been the key to it. Because, you know, we're men. So
absolutely,
I don't care if it's your father or not. You don't want him talking to you crazy. Once you become a man, it's like, hey, I'm a man too. So that's been the key for me, making sure that I address him as a man and respect him and realize that, hey, this is ultimately I'm working and I'm serving him. So that's a gift. That's a gift.
Awesome, man. That is awesome.
Yeah.
All right. I know consistency is key to all of this. What happens with those roadblocks? Because a lot of times people start, you know what I mean? And like you said, about writing a book, hey, you just got to start. roadblocks, discouragement, those type of things. How have you overcome it? Because Aaron, as an artist, I'm sure you as a manager, you as a book writer,
Yeah.
you run into industry things. We have a lot of artists who's watching.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can you give some nuggets on that as far as staying consistent and maneuvering?
Yeah, man. So you got to have a determination not to give up no matter what happens. And one obstacle should not stop you from going after your goal or your dream. I'll
Yeah.
give you a quick story. So right before, I think this is right before Aaron turned 15, or right before he signed to the Truth, or what happened with that situation. He came to
Mm-hmm.
me and he said, "Hey, the Truth is having this contest, um, this King 16 contest." I was like, "All right, just let me know what you got to do to enter." A couple of days go by, and I'm like, "Yo, what happened to that Truth thing?" And he said, "Well, they said you had to pre-order the album. I didn't have the $10, so I just said forget it." I lost my mind. I went off and I was driving.
Yeah.
I went crazy. I said, "Listen to me." I said, "You let one obstacle stop you from reaching your goal." I
Yeah.
said, "You've asked me for crazier stuff. You mean to tell me you couldn't ask me for $10?"
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I'm going off. I'm driving all crazy, not knowing a cop is behind me.
Uh-oh.
And Aaron, if you came to me and I didn't have the $10, that shouldn't have stopped you.
Mm-hmm.
You should have went to your grandfather. If your grandfather didn't have it, you should have went to your grandmother. You should have went to whoever you had to go to get this $10 that will put you in a position to advance your career. I'm driving crazy. I'm swerving. I'm mad.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
cop turned on the light. He pulled me over. He come to the car and I'm pissed. And he was like, "You'll step out of the car?" And I was like, "Yeah." I get out of the car, slam the door. We go to the back of the car. I'm like,
Yeah.
"Yo, you gonna give me a ticket or what? I gotta get back to my son in here." Then we having a very heated conversation. I'm trying to teach him a lesson
Yeah.
about not giving up. Like, give me the ticket and let me get back to what I'm doing. And he
Mm-hmm.
was like, "That's your son?" And I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Just slow down, man. Go ahead and take care of yourself." I got
That's what's
back in the
up.
car, sped off,
Yeah.
and just went in. Let me fast forward. He ends up, I give him the money. He pre-orders the album, wins the contest, and gets signed to the Truth. That was his
Mm-hmm.
first deal at 15. So
Mm-hmm.
one obstacle shouldn't stop you from reaching a goal. And going back to your previous question about how do I balance, like, not just being a father to Aaron, we had a show in Pennsylvania, and the next day I had to move my daughter into college. I had to drive from Pennsylvania to Nashville overnight and move my daughter into college on the third floor. It's something that I call making it happen. There are no
Yeah.
excuses.
Yeah.
Women and children are allowed to make excuses, but men are not allowed to make excuses. We make it
Hey,
happen.
hey,
And I
say that
live by
again,
that.
brother.
Hold on. Say
Say
that
that
one more
again,
time,
brother.
sir. Say that one more time.
Listen to me. Listen to me. Women and children are allowed to make excuses. Men don't make excuses. We make it happen. Period.
Come on,
And
man.
the problem, I was just talking to my assistant about this. The problem is, too many men are sitting down,
Yeah.
and the women are standing up. It's time
Yep.
for the women to sit down and the men to stand up, and that's the problem.
Bro, that's a whole word right there. And we can turn this whole interview into something else right there on that right there. Because that's a whole word.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
All right, man. Let me get back to the question. Okay. This is my last question for you. Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I know you grew up in Chicago. You know, we got a lot of people from
Yeah.
Chicago. Miss Winder from Chicago. My homie A.T. the Scribe from Chicago. He from around the way. Hold on. I'm trying to see what he said earlier.
Yeah,
I
D
said Miss
definitely-
Winder.
Okay.
I'm trying to see. He had said something about where the area you stay from. Yeah, he said he a real West Sider. If he's from Cabrini Green, I was near Robert Taylor Homes. Yeah, so
There you go.
that's
Southside.
Chicago people. But here's my question. I know you're a Bulls fan, right?
Yep.
So what you think about this year? Because they hitting a little different this year, sir. They got a very nice team. Very nice team.
Yeah.
Are they
We
gonna win it
looking
all?
good. We
Yeah.
looking good. I'm not going to be unrealistic and say we're going to win it all.
Okay.
If we do, it's going to be like Aaron's song. It's going to be a miracle if we win it all. A couple of injuries are going to have to happen, on some other teams or some stuff like that. But we're going to do well. We're going to make the playoffs. I think we're going to make a strong
Absolutely.
push. We might make the Eastern Conference Finals. We got to go through a couple of people, but I feel good about where we are, man. I feel really good about where we are.
Yeah.
They have
yeah.
a very balanced team, and it's
They
awesome
do.
that the two guards are being able to flow so well together with
Yeah.
what's
DeRozan
her,
and Levine.
yeah, Levine,
Yeah.
and even with the young
Ball.
man, I'm forgetting
Ball is
everybody right now.
playing ball
Yeah,
good
Ball
too.
Yeah.
playing good, man.
Yeah.
They got a very good team, and the big boy down low, very good
Yeah.
team, man, and very balanced,
But
man.
I feel like we're missing one little small piece. I don't know what
Okay,
that is. I feel like we're missing something, some little small piece. But I love how we're playing together. I love the chemistry. It feels
yeah,
good to
yeah,
watch.
Yeah. Hey,
Watch the games. Man, I love it.
that's
y'all
what's
I
up.
number
wish
2
my
in the
Bears
Eastern
was doing the
Conference,
same thing.
brother. Hey, D, yeah, he is true Chicagoan, man, because that's the same thing D just said, Bulls
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Bears.
Bulls and Bears. Hey, but
So,
I like Justin Fields though. I
yeah,
like Justin
Justin
Fields
yeah,
Fields,
though.
the man. He
Yeah,
gonna get it together. My
yeah.
prayer is they give him the same grace we gave that last bum we had. Give
Oh,
my
he was
man
a
the
bum.
same grace. Don't do him. You know what I'm saying? Don't get him out of there. Give him the same grace that we gave the last clown
Well, the
we
first
had.
thing y'all gonna
So
have to do is get rid of that coach, and then
yeah, he gone.
let the new coach ride 3 years, and y'all can ride with the quarterback in them 3 years, and then he'll be right. Cause he's a
yeah.
Yeah,
different. This is not Mitch Trubinsky. This is a better
no,
quarterback. This is much better.
much better.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep, much
way
better.
better. They,
What you got,
So
Rob?
so
it is.
no, I mean, we said this on our sports show that they should have let that boy get that playbook in him before they threw him out there, and I think he would have been good coming in next year if he could have really got that playbook in him. But and the Bulls they second in the Eastern Conference, so y'all looking real good, man.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all looking
Yeah.
real good over there. If you don't mind, sir, because you answered the question so well and Professor, can we take some from our
Yeah.
viewers real quick? Do you mind?
Sure. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
of
So
course.
get your
Hey,
questions in.
hey,
I'll try
yeah.
to go back if you saw some, Rob.
Type them questions in real quick while we got my man on here. Again, we're talking to Mr. Kelly Cole. If y'all missed the beginning of this interview, it'll be replaying later on. So go ahead and share it and do all that good stuff.
One comment from our man AT described the tips on writing a book was 100, but the tips on being a father, raising children, and coaching his adult children is next level. This is
Yeah,
generational
definitely.
wisdom. Amen.
Yeah, that's a book in
Amen.
Yeah,
itself.
man.
That's a book in
For
itself.
sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So it seemed like they're a little dry out here.
Yeah, they watching now. That's why that when it's time to step up, everybody quiet, and we ask these questions. We can't focus. Nah. But yeah, man, I got one more question for you though.
For sure.
Why are most people afraid of writing books?
What I run into is a lot of people are afraid because number one, they're afraid of people judging them.
Mm-hmm.
They have this
Mm,
fear. They have this fear mentality of, okay, if I write this book, what is my mama gonna say? What is my daddy gonna say? What is my
Mm,
cousin gonna say? I run into that a lot. Like,
yeah.
and I have a lot of people that self-sabotage. Like, we'll get the book done, and then they'll find something to change because they really don't want to release it.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to tell them a lot of times, like, yo, the book is done. We're getting ready to drop it. Like, stop self-sabotaging. Stop
Mm-hmm.
sabotaging it. It's ready. But a lot of them have that fear of judgment, like people going to judge them.
Mm.
what
But
would
they
you
know
advise?
deep down, they know that they should write the book. And
Yeah.
my encouragement is, go ahead, ask your question because I think I'm getting ready to answer it.
You're
What
about
was
to
that
answer
question?
it. Go ahead. No, you're about to answer it. Yep.
My thing is, don't be afraid because your story, your gift, and what God has put in you is for
Mm-hmm.
somebody. He said it in His Word. His sheep, your sheep, know your voice, and a stranger they won't follow. So there's people waiting for your voice in the marketplace so they can follow you. It's
Mm.
people that you have the answer to whatever it is that they're going through. You don't know you
Mm-hmm.
went through something to help somebody else. I
Yeah.
know all of the
Yeah.
stuff that I went through is to prepare me to help somebody else. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I got this wisdom. I went through hell because I
Yeah.
did, as a youngster, I did everything easy. So guess
Mm.
what? My life has been hard as an adult.
Mm.
Had I done all of the hard stuff first, my life would have
Yeah.
been easier as an adult. So I
Yeah.
went through hell to help somebody else.
Yeah. All right. My last question for you. Now, this is a funny one. Brother,
Okay.
I don't know what you got going on in your genes, but every child you spit out is ultra talented. Brother, what is you doing? You got
Man, I can't take
superstars all from your lineage,
bro.
all superstars. I don't know who was above you, but what's coming out you is awesome, brother.
Bro, I can't take any credit for that. That was all
Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
and I thank Him for that daily. Because I don't know what I did, bro. I've just
Yeah.
been super determined, in wanting to raise them to do whatever it is that they're called to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I never told Aaron, "Hey, you got to do music or you got to do this." He was just right there. I got saved at a
Yeah.
Christian hip hop concert, recording my brother, and I looked over. He was rapping my brother's lyrics at
Mm-hmm.
3. And I was like, man, he got something. I'm going to write him a song. I wrote him
Yeah.
a song. He recorded it at 3. And at 4, we put out an album. And when he came home at, I think he was the 7th grade, he came home and said, Dad, this is what I want to do with my life. I was like, all right, I got you. Let's go.
Yeah.
Same thing with my baby girl. My middle daughter that's in college, she always wanted to be a teacher. I said, baby, I got you. So now she graduating in May. She's going to have a BA in theology. So she wants to be a theology professor. So she's going back, get that master's, get that doctorate. And I was like, baby, I got you. Let's go. My baby girl, she sings better than Aaron, plays the guitar. She's a worshiper. She wants nothing to do with the industry. She only wants to worship in church. And I told her I don't blame her too. But here's the thing I also warned her of. When you're a leader, you can't run from it. You're always going to be called to the front. Yeah. No matter where I go, I get called to the front because I'm a natural born leader. No matter, I could fall to the back, I'm always going to get called to the front. And I said, sweetheart, you might as well get ready. Like, you may think you're hiding right here in the local church, but your gift, you can't hide your gift. You can't hide excellence. You can't hide something that's in you. It has to come out.
Right,
Amen.
right.
All
Aaron made mention of his baby sister being voice and how dope she is. Yeah, he made
absolutely.
And she plays the guitar. I was like, girl, I can blow you up. I said, when you're ready, just let me know. She plays and sings and has a heart for worship, and it's not just singing for her. She wants to worship. She loves worshiping the Lord, so she leads worship for the youth, and she's on the main praise team as well. So.
That is what's up.
Super dope.
But that's all God, bro. I can't take no credit from that.
No credit.
That's all him.
Doubt. No doubt.
None. Because I was a knucklehead.
weren't we all? All right, man. Let everybody know how they can get in touch with you, man. This has been Aaron Cole. I mean, not Aaron Cole. I'm sorry. This is the father of Aaron Cole, Mr. Kelly Cole. Mr. Kelly Cole. Good.
I tell people my name is Aaron Cole's dad. That's what I'm known for. But can I give your listeners a free gift?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So, everybody who's watching this and you want to learn about writing a book and you want me to go deeper into how to write a book, I created a free case study that everybody can go log in and watch right now. Just go to bestsellercircle.com and just enter your email address and you can watch a full case study video. It'll show you step by step how to write a book in 30 days, even if you hate writing and don't know where to start. To follow me and to get in contact with me, all my social media, including my own personal website, is at Mr. Kelly Cole, MrKelleyCole.
Absolutely. Rob, you got anything else for our guest before we let him go? Because he gave us everything, gave us a whole meal.
Whole meal, brother. Sip the tea and drop the mic all at the same time.
Appreciate it.
What I want to say, brother, is thank you. I do appreciate. One of the viewers did say your humility is super dope, which it is, because when we saw you down in Atlanta this past summer via the Zoom, humble. There was no arrogance about you, even and it's passed down to your son, because when he came on, he wasn't arrogant, and he could be, because trust me, C and I have been to some places, and I'm sure you have too, where these artists, they're bigger than what they really think, or they think they're bigger than what they really are, and they go across the street and nobody knows who they are. And I just want to say salute to you, man, and your humility, the fact that you're training your kids up in the way they should go. You have a 15-year-old worship leader. That says it all. Your son, hot artist, not trying to cross over. Your daughter, theology. So, hey, man, salute to you and everything that you're doing, brother. And I pray God continue to pour blessings out on you, man.
Amen.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it, man. How can I be arrogant and I come from nothing, bro? We all come from dust. We all come from dirt. And I know where he brought me from. And I'm just thankful, bro. I know where he brought me from. So.
All right, man. Thank you for coming on, man. Ladies and gentlemen, that has been Mr. Aaron Cole. Give him some likes
Kelly
and
Cole.
hearts. Man, I call this, man.
Aaron Cole's dad.
I ain't did this all week. It just happened today, which is crazy. I'm sorry. I apologize.
All good.
Aaron Cole's dad. Bro. No, I'm kidding. This is Kelly Cole. Y'all give it up, man. Hey, man, honestly, you've been a great blessing to us, man.
One more
Go ahead,
time,
Rob.
tell them where they can get that free gift, because just in
One
case
more
somebody
time.
just
One more time.
tuned in. One
Yep.
more time, please.
Yep. Go to bestsellerscircle.com. Bestsellerscircle.com. And if you can't find it, just shoot me a DM at Mr. Kelly Cole, and I'll see you the direct link.
All right.
About the book. We don't want no foolery going on around here.
Hey, no foolery, no shenanigans.
Yeah, none of that. None of that.
None
All right,
of
bro.
that.
All right. Thank you, sir.
We appreciate
Thank
you,
y'all, man. Y'all have a blessed night.
You too, man.
You as well.
All right.
Take care.
There you go. All right. That was Mr. Kelly Cole. It was awesome. We got one more song before we go. But before we start that song, man, we are so honored to have him on. So honored to have him on. Y'all, Lord, y'all forgive me. I kept saying the wrong name. I don't know what was wrong, but it happens. But we're very honored to have that brother on.
Yeah,
We're going to play this one video by Mr. No Big Deal.
No big
And then
deal.
we're going to get on up out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? Holiday season is about over, so one last holiday song, and then we out. All right, man, here we go.
Last show of the year, brother.
Well, all right.
What'd you say?
Well, all right.
That's it. Last show of the year. I just took off
Happy
that.
holidays, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Merry Christmas.
Hey, this dude, he dope, man.
Very talented young
Somebody.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look. We all getting older. We'll weight upon our shoulder. They said the world was warming up, but winter getting colder. Why does middle 10 somehow feel like Minnesota? We called a Papa Soda or probably a Coca-Cola. Baby Jesus, Prince of Peace, he didn't come for peace. He had a sword, flipped tables, a matador. Disabled the massive force against the poor. Offered us eternal life and we still ask for more. Give me love like Sharapova, my pen and pad is Hova. I know for some COVID made it harder to stay sober. I don't believe in luck, but I'm still holding on to Clovis. A metaphor for how my unbelief be sticking closer. My homie don't drink, but he smoke enough for the both of us. Invited him to holy smoke and told him he could roll it up. Rather have him close to me with both of us and posted
like
up.
that line,
Sprinkle
bro.
springs of living water on him that he's soaking up. We all getting older, with weight upon our shoulder. They said the world was warming up, but winter getting colder. Listening to Kirk, do you remember what he told us? The Lord won't give us more than we can bear, like it was polar. I love him, but I don't think that is true though. I think he'll give you more
Right
than
on,
you can bear, just so you know. You need him like a pullover when temperatures get too low, or when your spirit too low. You know it's true though, and you know who to go to. Jesus. Fill me up with joy just like this cup of tea is. Okay. Legendary name like he was Chrissy Teigen. Okay. Used the line before, but it's still evergreen. Okay. Danny heard the song, she said you better sing. Okay. Lauren taught me everything is everything. Okay. Every L led me to the Elohim. Okay. Yeshua, man, I never met a better king. That's it. Good night. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Bye.
That boy hit it with the bye. Oh, you had up a old clip back.
Yep.
Hey, anyways, we appreciate y'all tuning in. But have you ever thought I really enjoy what these guys are doing with these podcasts with an S? Because as you know, we have the Bible study first and
Every other Tuesday.
Yeah,
We ain't got all the way
first
off.
and third Tuesday. Yeah, first and third
We all the way
Tuesday.
off. Every other Tuesday.
Yeah, every other Tuesday if you want to put it like that. And we also got the main show. We got our sports show every Wednesday, which we had Ozzie Smith last week, and then another great interview tonight with Kelly Cole.
Mr. Kelly
How
Cole.
can I be a blessing to them? How can I support? You can go to our Cash App, the Cash Sign, Not the Same Podcast, or you can hit up the website, notthesamepodcast.com/support. Check it out. You know, we at the end of the year. You can get some merch. Do whatever you need to do. Hit that like, subscribe button. You want to give them that little tidbit there, see?
Yeah.
And let people know what we got. I mean, this was the last show of the year. It just hit me. We want to thank everybody who has come through and watched.
Yes.
C and I have been encouraged. We can see a lot of things on our side that you guys can't see. And God has just been extremely faithful over the last two, as we go into our third year next year with this Not the Same podcast. We started in the pandemic. We didn't realize we had hopes and dreams of what it was going to be. We didn't realize it was going to be like this. And we just want to thank everybody for supporting. I'm not going to start saying names because I know I'm going to miss somebody. And I don't want to disrespect anybody like that or feel like we forgetting anybody, but thank y'all for
All
tuning in
love
tonight.
yous. All love yous.
We love you like play cousins and stepsisters and brothers. So you hear me? So that's all I'm saying.
Like Rob said, man, we're very
We
honored,
appreciate
man. Every guest we have, we're honored to have them on. That's not cliche. I was sitting here listening to Mr. Kelly Cole talk, and I was like, man, how is this happening? That's type of stuff be popping through my head. Although we're doing it, excuse me, although we're doing it at the time, I almost feel like I'm stepping back and watching. I'm like, wow, man. Like, just like with Ozzie Smith or Mr. Kelly Cole or a lot of guests we've had on. So I know it's only by the grace of God that we've been able to do that, and we're grateful. And here's to another year, man. And we ain't stopping. It's only going to get better. It's only going to get better. You know what I mean?
Stop, won't stop. Diddy voice.
Yeah. So I'm C-Micah.
I'm Robert.
And we is out, man. We're going
I'm
to see
Robert
y'all
Dean.
later, man.
Happy New Year, one words.
Happy New Year, one words, man. We see y'all later.
About our Father's business. Rhyme mode. Filled with this Holy Spirit. That's a cheat code. Holiness the standard. We never fold. We about to make a scene. Episode.